Can you believe it? We're celebrating 30 years. Can you believe it? Give BronxNet a big round of applause, everybody. 30 years. Here we go. I don't know, Rena. I remember when we first started back in, back in 1919. I can't remember.
No, 1919.
No.
No, 1919. It was 18 years ago.
18 years ago.
Yeah, this is a full 360 moment for us, mi gente. All right, 18 years ago, Bob and I co-hosted Debater Awards. And from there, we were offered the opportunity to host Open, one of BronxNet's flagship shows, and the rest is history.
So you're going to hear a lot about what happened in the 30 years of this history right here in this very room, all under one roof. Give yourselves a big round of applause, ladies and gentlemen. You ready to kick it off?
So we're here in celebration of our innovative community media platform, and we are so grateful for being an integral part of this community's visibility, and we thrive on servicing all of you. Thank you all for joining us. It has been so beautiful to see so many familiar faces. The hugs were just contagious.
So, are you ready? Everyone, please stand. Now, to kick things off this afternoon, we're here to sing our national anthem, New York's jazzy R&B duo, Acute Inflections.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight, oh, the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land and on the free, and the hope of the
Today, we are here to amplify voices that often go unheard. Our stories matter. They shape who we are, our challenges, and our successes. By sharing them, we celebrate the diversity of our Bronx community and advocate for everyone to be heard. I'd also like to recognize our principal, Mr. Muccino, whose leadership has been essential in creating a supportive and empowering environment for students and staff at PS 83. Can you please give a hand for Mr. Muccino? Community engagement is at the heart of meaningful change. Together, we create a supportive environment that empowers individuals to take action, uplift our schools, and inspire our future leaders. Thank you for your dedication to this shared mission. But before I continue, I would like to invite two of our amazing 8th grade students from the cheer team to share their thoughts. Can we please welcome Hazel Sanchez?
Hi everyone, I'm Hazel, and I'm in 8th grade at PS 83. Being on the cheer team has taught me the importance of teamwork and support. When we cheer for our teams and each other, it creates a sense of belonging that motivates us all. I believe that if we work together in our community, we can make a real difference and help everyone feel included. That's why I'm so excited to be here with BronxNet, which does so much to support the Bronx by giving people a platform to share their voices and connect. Together, we're all cheering each other on toward a stronger community. Thank you for listening.
Thank you so much, Hazel. Next, we just have a few words from Jada Laura. Please welcome Jada.
Hello everyone, I'm Jada Lynn, also in the 8th grade at PS 83. I want to talk about how important it is for us to speak up and share our ideas as cheerleaders. We learn how to lead and inspire others. When we share our voices, we can bring positive change into our school and community. That's why being here with BronxNet is so meaningful. They empower us to use our voices and show amazing things happening in the Bronx. Let's keep supporting each other and making our voices heard, because together we can create positive change we want to see. Thank you.
I just wanted to introduce our song. It's called A Million Dreams. It's from The Greatest Showman, and I think it has a really good message for what you guys are all about, and hopefully you'll enjoy. Thank you.
I close my eyes and I can see a world that's waiting up for me, that I call my own. Through the dark, through the door, through where no one's been before, but it feels like home. Oh, a million dreams for the world we're gonna make. Let me be part of it all. Share your dreams with me. You may be right, you may be wrong, but you'll bring me along. The world you see, to the world I close my eyes to see. I close my eyes to see. The brightest colors fill my head. A million dreams are keeping me. A million dreams, a million dreams. Of what the world can be. A vision of the one I see. A million dreams is all that you A million dreams for a world where we're gonna make.
Stay here, we'll watch. Stay here. Does anybody else get this?
We set the bar, we raise the stakes. Bring your A game, no mistakes.
I'm living in the moment. I am classic, only classic. You can't touch me, you can't touch my body. Unless I say so. It's your Bobby now.
We are in it to win it. This is just the beginning. No new friends on this end. That ring will be getting.
Woo! Let's give it up for the Bulldog cheerleaders! And of course, we can't forget the Donald Hurts School PS 83's amazing choir. Support community media. That's right. So next, I have the distinct pleasure of introducing the man who has served as BronxNet's executive director since 2002. An individual well known for his tireless work and dedication to BronxNet and our Bronx communities. His commitment to providing digital equity and media inclusion has expanded BronxNet's technological resources and reach exponentially. Everyone, let's give a nice, loud, Bronx Strong welcome for the visionary, ever so Bronx Strong Executive Director of BronxNet, Michael Max Nobby.
Thank you, Rena. Thank you, Bob. How about a round of applause for our MCs today, Rena Ballantine and Bob Lee? And let's also give a round of applause to our house DJ, DJ Nikki Jax, House of Jax. And students of PS 83, the Donald Hurt School, we salute you. Wow, you are so talented and inspiring. Thank you so much for being a part of this milestone celebration as we celebrate 30 years of BronxNet's public services. Familia, this is big. We are celebrating your multimedia public service network, BronxNet. And we are stronger together. More than 3 decades ago, the Bronx did not have a media outlet, resulting in misrepresentations in mainstream media. Too often, this still happens. BronxNet filled that void, those 3 decades ago, by activating once dormant spaces with state-of-the-art technologies and public media services. Citizen journalism happens at BronxNet. We are really proud to have this open work as we've launched multimedia channels, BronxNet locations where we've never had these opportunities before. It's BronxNet's ever-reaching media and technology studios and multi-platform channels that reflect the diversity of the Bronx, and they are truly, and you truly are, participatory media by, for, and about the Bronx, from the Bronx to the universe. So thank you for your support and being a part of BronxNet. BronxNet opens our studio doors for you to be a part of positive transformation. It's community building through media. And we are celebrating 30 years of providing these opportunities for the public at BronxNet's network operations on the beautiful campus of Lehman College. We celebrate this with you, Lehman College community. Our network ops is there, and it's beautiful and transformed and really a high-level, enterprise-level technology at BronxNet at Lehman and at our newest location. Together, we have launched what is really remarkable and unprecedented because it's advanced production capabilities coupled with our education mission. Our educational mission at the BronxNet Media and Technology Studios in the South Bronx at La Centrale. These spaces are equipped with immersive media studios, XR production stages, learning labs, innovation labs, and more. Citizen journalism happens here. Digital inclusion happens here. Media literacy, workforce training, that's economic impact, and that's what we do together with our partners here in the room and everyone who participates in BronxNet. And we've provided experiential learning, career-building opportunities for students. So students at PS 83 know that we have internships and experiential learning for you at our sites. When you're ready, middle school students, high school students, college students, we've provided these opportunities for thousands, and now they are media leaders and really excited across the industry to salute the anchors and the reporters and the journalists that were, got their career start at BronxNet, and now they're part of this amazing positive transformation and better reporting about the Bronx. And there's many people who have been a part of our success here, and it includes the business community and the arts community. Really, it's the arts and culture that helped make the Bronx a part of being a symbol of urban renewal around the world. And it's our elected leaders who are here to support BronxNet. And that includes some that are here with us today: Congressman Adriano Espaillat, Assemblymember Jeffrey Dinowitz, Assemblymember Udelka Tapia, Assemblymember Landon Deis, Assemblymember Amanda Septimo, Assemblymember Michael Benedetto, State Senator Robert Jackson, and our honoree, of course, our beautiful Bronx Borough President Vanessa L. Gibson. I believe New York City Council member Eric Dinowitz is also here with us, so thank you so much for being here and being a part of BronxNet and for all your support. We also have Fidel Milena from the governor's office, Governor Kathy Hochul's Bronx representative. Thank you for being here. Thank you for your work for our communities and for supporting BronxNet and our public services and community building and more. And thank you to our chairman, Edwin Mejia, our chairman of our distinguished BronxNet Board of Directors. Thank you to our board for all your tremendous commitment and guidance over these years and months and coming years and months and decades and more. And we recognize together 3 outstanding individuals for their passionate dedication to the Bronx and for their tremendous support and partnership with BronxNet. As New York City shut down with our collective crisis, we needed voices to share vital health information. And Dr. Denise Nunez, a pediatrician at Montefiore's Children's Hospital, stepped up in a big way, providing multilingual health awareness programming at and on BronxNet from the earliest days of New York City shutdown in our pandemic. She was on the front lines. Our cameras were there, and we were providing this service. And it continues with the youth programming at BronxNet, with Dr. Nunez working with the leaders of the future on BronxNet. So we salute our health champion, Dr. Nunez. A community needs assessment was accomplished that determined that the people of the South Bronx also need access to BronxNet's public services. So today we salute our innovative builder from Milestone, Aaron Kaufman. You are a part of positive transformation and affordable housing and thrivability and community building. So thank you, Aaron Kaufman. A round of applause for our innovative builder. Our Public Service Award, we salute our Bronx Borough President, Vanessa L. Gibson. She has been tremendous for BronxNet in making sure that the Bronx has best-in-class technologies, and she has tremendous dedication and work for the people of the Bronx. We are stronger together, and we are stronger together now, and we are stronger together as we work towards the future. Let's take a look at what we've done and what we continue to do. Stronger together. We are BronxNet.
Hero in you, hero in you. There's a hero inside yourself. That's the reason that you're running all by yourself.
Public access and community media centers like BronxNet contribute to informed and engaged communities and positive social change every day. Pioneers like George Stoney, and in the Bronx, the Honorable Fernando Ferrer, recognized early on the importance of independent voices and communities representing themselves, activism and accuracy. The Bronx in particular was misrepresented. BronxNet exists in part to correct those misrepresentations and provide access to you so you can tell your story. Your voice, your views, your vision matters.
BronxNet has been a staple in my life. It has given me the passion to really look at my home and look at myself and taking ownership of just looking at life and being a part of something greater than yourself.
You guys put on such amazing programming, not just about the Bronx, but it's run by and made by people from the Bronx, from our neighborhoods.
BronxNet specifically does an incredible job of making sure that our community is informed on the issues that matter. When we're talking about funding media at large, especially local community-driven and community-focused media, it's critically important because we know that places like the South Bronx are facing all kinds of issues, and we have people out there working toward solutions, working toward creating opportunities, but we need our community members to have access to that information.
You know, I think it's important to note that when we have good things and positive things going on in the district, everyone don't show up. And I'm talking about the media, but every time we need, BronxNet is here and really trying to make sure that they're displaying positive things to our community. So thank you guys for doing a great job.
Enjoyed coming onto BronxNet to share with Bronxites what's going on in the world of government.
I am the voice of the people of the Bronx, and I will not stop. I want to thank BronxNet for accepting every idea I come with to them, and we are for our people.
It's something that is dear to my heart and to home, because I mean, I am from the boogie down Bronx, and everybody knows that in the Bronx, our youth and our schools and everything in the Bronx that we get, we have to fight for it.
I think it's important for people in our communities to be able to get information that they would not get from regular television.
Congratulations to BronxNet on 30 years of real impact work in the community, 30 years of giving folks a real opportunity to do their own media programming, to educate themselves, empower themselves, and to be informed.
Who needs 30 Rock when you got 441 West? The Bronx needs, deserves, and has the facilities and the ability of its people, of its sons and daughters that are able to create the same content as anywhere else in the world. We have a world-class group of people in the borough, but now we have a world-class studio to accompany that.
I came to BronxNet to learn one thing, which was how to edit. And I learned field production, studio production. I met so many people, and then, out of nowhere, my show was born, Morning.
Flawless, what's your BronxNet story?
When I was a young kid, probably at the age of 10, 11 years old, my father was on BronxNet. And he was DJing back in the day, and it was a beeper company. And I was this little chubby kid, 10, 11 years old, and my pops let me get on the turntables. And by me growing up, when everyone saw me on BronxNet, I would walk down the street and somebody would go, "Wait a minute, was you on BronxNet?"
You can't touch this. 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 You can't touch this.
What you've been able to transform this facility to do is really just is breathtaking. It's also refreshing to know that Bronx residents have access to such a high quality center like this.
You guys do a great service to the city of New York, to the communities within that city, and really for the entire state of New York. Telling the residents firsthand what's happening out there.
We talk about the Bronx. We talk about it being a borough of opportunities, a global destination. We want to make sure that we create access and opportunity for future generations and a pathway to the middle class, creating local jobs, stimulating our economy, giving young people opportunities like internships that will not lead to jobs, but will lead to careers.
That's what you're going to find out on BronxNet television. That's what you're going to find out on any community media center. Wherever you live in this great nation, you're going to find local information, a wealth of local information, as well as an invitation to participate. And know that BronxNet is here for you, to better yourself, to better your life. BronxNet is your open work. Your voice, your views, your vision matters. And BronxNet has built multimedia platforms, studios, technologies, as well as channels for you to participate, because together we are BronxNet, from the Bronx to the world.
Wow, wow, wow. We are stronger together, and we are particularly stronger also for some assembly leaders that are truly on the front lines for us at BronxNet in multiple ways, and that includes Assemblymember Jeffrey Dinowitz. Thank you for your support. Assemblymember Michael Benedetto, the sponsor of key legislation in Albany. Thank you for being a champion for local voices. And on the front lines, also, Assemblymember Carinas Reyes. Thank you for being a part of BronxNet in so many compelling ways. Maestros right now is filled with people reflecting some of the great achievement and cross-collaboration and community building that happens with community media at BronxNet. These are successful and incredible narratives that need to continue, and we need to work to protect these public services. Thank you for being a part of BronxNet's success, our dedicated staff, our board of directors, the arts community, the business community. We're gonna try something right now that's a little bit different. You know, BronxNet consists of independent media makers, content creators that take the time to share their vision from the Bronx to the world via BronxNet. They get certifications and then use these resources to produce multilingual, diverse programming. And some of them are here today, and some of the pioneers include the first Spanish language program on BronxNet. Please, a round of applause for Charito and Romy Cisneros. Stand up, be proud. Everybody, you guys are gonna remain standing. Stand up. Adam Hassanblau, the first Albanian language program on BronxNet. Albanian culture of the Bronx, stand up and keep standing, because we're gonna stand together. We're stronger together when we stand together. Miss Kitty Rose, Kendra Oki, Sue Fearless, stand up. Dr. Despina Afantuli, stand up. David Lesh, thank you for sharing your knowledge on the BronxNet channel. Stand up. You are presenting incredible information with today's verdict. We've got Cynthia Timms, Mental Health in You. Shaniqua Charles is here. You guys are a part of positive transformation. Floricer Bello, Mariposa Fernandez. There's a lot of producers here. These are amazing content creators. Jamel is here. I can't wait to watch that show. Thank you for taking our media education workshops. Stand up and continue to stand as we salute the student interns that are part of BronxNet. Stand and be proud. We have a dedicated team of professionals at BronxNet. Thank you to our department heads. Audrey Duncan, our Director of Community Affairs. Stand up, be proud. Wow. Thank you so much. Our Director of Finance, Philip Augustus Lane, stand up, the super glue. You gotta stand, there he is. We got Bernardo Moranta, our Director of Programming. Stand up and be proud. Thank you for the amazing scheduling on BronxNet's multi-platform channels. A round of applause for DJ Brian Martinez. Carl Peters, our Director of Broadcast and IT at BronxNet. Stand up, big man. We're stronger together. We've got Natalia Perez, our Director of Marketing, Brand Awareness. Say hi to Natalia. She's wearing that BronxNet orange. Natalia Perez. And we've got Director of Development, Juanita Lara. Feel free to ask her questions. Stand up and be recognized and stay standing. Every name I've called out, remain standing. We're gonna do something epic that's never been done before in the history of our land. The super talented and I guess multi-talented, epitomizing the arts and students, Bulldogs. Hey, Bulldogs, stand up. We need the Bulldogs to come up here, be recognized. We got student achievement that we spotlight on BronxNet. Can you fill up this void right here? Just like BronxNet filled up the void all those decades ago. Student leaders, cheerleaders, chorus, please come on up here one more time. A round of applause for the Bulldogs from PS 83. You can't stop now. No para, sigue. Let's go, Bulldogs. We need your help. Walter Garacoa, epitomizing the art and science of media making, our Director of Creative Services at BronxNet. And we've got amazing staff members. Stand up from BronxNet. Stephen Powell, Yasmin Burgess, Kyrie Moody. We got incredible people like Gabby Falcon who are producing, reporting, hosting. We've got incredible hosts that are promoting voter literacy and information like Gary Axelbank. Stand up and be recognized. You truly are a pioneer of community media. Bob Lee and Rena Ballantine, stand and be recognized. Javier Gomez, Kibin Ayin. And we've got so many great people here from our team, but we also have a tremendous guiding force in the BronxNet Board of Directors with our chairman, Edwin Mejia. Please stand. Nick Lugo, John Colazzi, and Stephen Rivera, our newest board member. Kenneth McGuire, a pioneer of the arts and a founding board member. Madaha Kinsey Lamb. Please stand and be recognized. Thank you to some of the pioneers that are here, like Fred Weiss, the first program director at BronxNet, and Jim Carney, our second executive director. BronxNet's first media educator. He is a Sweeney Medal winner and John Lorette Leadership Award exemplar. Please, put your hands together for Marcelo Mendez. We have BronxNet alumni, including Arlene Mokoko, Martha Buckner, and Sherry Carabin are here. Stand up and be recognized. Thank you, Principal Muccino, and Miss Diaz, and Miss Shepley, and the students of PS 83 Bulldogs. Thank you for being a part of BronxNet. Principal Luis Torres, Bronx Walk of Famer, thank you for being a part of BronxNet. Stand strong with us. Michael and Dr. Misha Ross Porter of CEI Bronx, stand strong with us. Thank you for your partnership as we promote education. We salute also President William Delgado of Lehman College. These decades of service have been on that campus, and we salute you. Please stand, Lehman College Familia and Ostos Community College Familia. Bronx Community College, a partner, is here. We've got health awareness programming that is vital, and we thank our supporting partner, Montefiore Health System, because your health matters. Ruben, former Bronx Borough President Ruben Diaz Jr., Marcos Crespo, Melissa Sebieros, and Gianna and team, we are so proud to partner with you as we work towards health equity. Let's congratulate and welcome Lincoln Hospital CEO, Christina Contreras. Thank you for your support, and we look forward to building our partnership with New York City Health and Hospitals and Lincoln Hospital. Bronx Care and Robert Sancho, we salute you for your continued partnership and support. We've got dedicated elected leaders who fight for laws to protect community media. Please stand up, our elected leaders, our government officials, and the teams that support this important work. The staff of all of our elected leaders here, please stand with us because we're stronger together. Desmond and Derek Lewis, it's positive transformation with the Bronx Community Foundation. Please stand up with the Bronx Community Foundation team. What we do at BronxNet is economic impact. It's economic impact. President of the BXADC and team, Robert Walsh, please stand. Please stand with Big President Rafael Roger. New York City Hispanic Chamber of Commerce, please stand together with us. Lisa Soren and the Bronx Chamber of Commerce, thank you for your partnership. This is economic development, local jobs, Bronx business, and more in our work together. The arts community is here. Casita Maria, Bronx Council on the Arts. Bill Aguado in Foco. Daniel Lanazata, Windows of Hip Hop. Grandmaster Melly Mel. DJ Flawless, Amadeus. Stand strong with us. Rosalba and Alba. Alban and Rosalba of Teatro Pagones are here. Am I forgetting Casita Maria? Eco-leaders of the Bronx, creatives rebuild New York, please stand with us. We salute Kevin, Alba, and Paula and team. We look forward to achieving even more important achievements together on the vanguard of community media, from the Bronx to the universe on BronxNet. And we're gonna do a big chant as we stand together. Where's the camera over my shoulder? I guess I'll do it. Can we do a big chant together? Let's do a big chant. Fill this void. Is this, maybe it's too crazy. This is the point. I'm gonna do a selfie. We're gonna say, stronger together we are BronxNet. So it's gonna be from here, all right? On three, stronger together we are BronxNet. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Stronger together we are BronxNet. I need to take a media education workshop. Thank you, Bulldogs. 1, 2, 3. Stronger together, we are BronxNet. As BronxNet celebrates its rich history, we are honored to look forward to the future, and we're led by an incredible business mind coming from the world of finance. He goes on to found what's become the largest integrated strength sports media publisher in the world with Vladar and Generation Iron. He is an incredible guiding force at our board of directors. He's using his success to lead BronxNet into the future as a resource for the Bronx and beyond. Please welcome the chairman of the BronxNet Board of Directors, Edwin Mejia Jr.
This 30th anniversary celebration would not be possible without the generosity of our sponsors, some of whom have been long-term partners of BronxNet. Please welcome and give a round of applause for our 30th anniversary producing partner, Montefiore Hospital. They have done so much to bring important health-focused content to BronxNet. And thank you to our 30th anniversary supporter partners, Bronx Care, Bronx Community Foundation, Lehman College, Lincoln Hospital, Ponce Bank, and the Stag Group. Thank you also to our friend, partner, and the Center of Educational Innovation. Thank you. And thank you to everyone for joining us to celebrate 30 years of BronxNet. Everything each and every one of you have done has been tremendous to this point, and it's been 30 years that has been a lot of work, a lot of effort, and honestly, it's really a pleasure for me to be here because it's not only a beginning and a new chapter for BronxNet, but it's also a new media landscape that we're evolving in. Our 30th anniversary honorees were selected for this massive impact that they have had on the BronxNet and on the Bronx. You will hear about their incredible accomplishments as they honored this afternoon. Bronx Borough President Vanessa Gibson, Dr. Denise Nunez, Aaron Kaufman, we thank you and celebrate you for your dedication and your work for BronxNet. We hope the honors we present to you here today reflect at least a bit of our gratitude for all you have done. We have many milestones to celebrate. Before there was a BronxNet, you could live in the Bronx and not know much about its rich history, issues, the available services, and cultural offerings. Before there was a BronxNet, many young people who dreamed of working in media, like I did not have any affordable way to realize those dreams. Growing up, for me, in Fox Street, right off of Longwood Avenue, I had no idea there was an opportunity in broadcasting and media, digital media, technology, distribution, IP distribution and sales, and today, BronxNet has allowed and has become a conduit for many students and many folks in the Bronx. But before there was a BronxNet, residents who had a message to share, they didn't have access to technology either. Would not allow them to visually or audibly have those messages shared across the state and across the country. BronxNet was and is the borough's information media workforce and technological equalizer. Thank you to the original BronxNet founders, former Bronx Borough President Fernando Ferrer, and so many others for bringing the valuable resources to the Bronx. And to all those like former Bronx Borough President Ruben Diaz Jr., who helped BronxNet rise to a whole new level of service. Our gratitude goes out to the independent Bronx producers and organization partners who have helped BronxNet share quality content with the Bronx public. Also, BronxNet would not be here today without outstanding organizational leadership that includes our distinguished board of directors. Please join me in applauding my fellow board members, John Kalazzi, Madaha Kinsey Lamb, for shaping BronxNet from the early days with their amazing insight. Nick Lugo, Ken McGuire, Myrna Rivera for bringing their dynamic perspectives over the last several years and their incredible experience. And also welcoming our new board member, Stephen Rivera, for joining us to celebrate his ideas to our growth. Thank you to BronxNet Executive Director Michael Max Nobby for your visionary leadership. Your creative vision and your dedication to Bronx and to the people of the Bronx has helped shape BronxNet into a community access center that is a leader in the delivery of local content, workforce development, tech equity, and community building. Thanks to you and the outstanding team you lead at BronxNet, BronxNet today has become a role model in the media access community and has gained wide recognition in the mainstream media industry. We have come a long way with successes that include 3 innovative media centers across the borough, thousands of Bronxnites empowered with the education they need to produce groundbreaking broadcast content, and hundreds of young adults that are now gainfully employed in and bringing a wide level of diversity to the mainstream media industry. All as a result of the media workforce development preparation they received here at BronxNet. And yes, because of all of you, BronxNet has come a long way, but we still have a long way to go, along with other media access centers across the state and around the nation. We are at a critical point, and as BronxNet's Executive Director Michael Maxnabi indicated, with a constantly changing media landscape, we need to make sure everyone realizes our value, the vital roles community media access networks play in our communities, and we must carve out a long-term path that ensures the continuation and the growth of community media access centers like BronxNet. Our elected officials have been key to our success, and they are vital to our future, and we thank them for staying with us on this journey. Thank you, Bronx Borough President Vanessa Gibson, for your constant guiding support and your capital support that's helping to bring innovation to our newest BronxNet studios here in the South Bronx. Thank you to our U.S. congressional leaders. Thank you, Congressman Adriano Espaillat, for being here, and to you and your fellow congressional leaders for working to make sure our federal laws help protect community media centers like BronxNet and around the nation. Thank you to our New York State Senate and Assembly leaders who work to support U.S. and all of us here and across the country in Albany. Thank you, Assembly Speaker Carl Hastie. Thank you, Assemblyman Jeffrey Dinowitz, the Assembly's entire Bronx delegation, Senators Jamal Bailey, Nathalia Fernandez, for your financial support of our vital workforce development services. The future of BronxNet is also impacted on the municipal level. We thank our representatives in the New York City Council for their work and efforts. Thank you, Councilman Eric Dinowitz, for also providing capital support for BronxNet. Thank you, Councilman and Councilmember Amanda Farias, for your fiscal support of our programs. And thank you to all of our council members. We know you and your fellow Bronx City Council representatives will be there to do what is necessary for the success as we can negotiate our continued support for cable community benefits agreements facilitated through the City of New York. Thank you. We are a force for citizen empowerment through digital media equity. Thank you to all of our friends for BronxNet's past, present, and future. We couldn't do it without you. Thank you all, sincerely.
All right, so at this moment, in an effort to move things along, we are so happy to be joined by our constant supporters of our mission and service in the Bronx and beyond. Please join me in welcoming the New York State Assemblyman Jeffrey Dinowitz of the 81st Assembly District.
And Councilmember Amanda Ferreras of the 18th Council District.
Oh, she's going to be Councilmember Amanda Farias of the 18th District Council is being represented by Randy Malman. If you can make your way to the stage.
Senator Kevin S. Parker of the 21st Senate District will be represented by our very own Lee.
And then we have the Honorable Bronx Borough President herself, Vanessa L. Gibson.
Hello, everybody. Hello, everybody. I'm Assemblyman Jeffrey Dinowitz. I represent the Northwest Bronx. And before I call my colleagues up, I just wanted to say how meaningful it is that this is the 30th anniversary of BronxNet. What BronxNet has done for our community over the years has just been amazing in terms of the programming, training young people to get into important parts of the media. I mean, just the list is endless. And I'm not going to read this, by the way. But I just want to say thank you. Now, I got elected to the Assembly in February of 1994, and I think BronxNet, I'm told, started the next month. So we kind of grew up together. And we've both been around for a long time, and we're both going to stay around for a long time. Now, I want to call my colleagues up here. I don't know if they're all still here, but Assemblymember Michael Benedetto, Carinas Reyes, Udelka Tapia, Landon Deis. Are any of you still here? Well, okay, here's Udelka and Landon. So we wanted to present this to BronxNet, listing some of your many, many achievements on behalf of the New York State Assembly and the Bronx delegation of the New York State Assembly. So we all thank you for everything you've done for our community. Okay. Who are we missing?
We have incredible organizations in the Bronx contributing to community building, including a truly authentic community bank, Ponce Bank, Chairman Steve Taveras, President Carlos Nardone, Vice President Madeline Marquez. Thank you for your partnership. We salute you, Ponce Bank.
This one is from Senator Kevin Parker, honoring BronxNet. A beautiful proclamation. Here we go.
On behalf of Majority Leader Amanda Farias and the member of the New York City Council Bronx delegation, we are honored to congratulate BronxNet on its 30th anniversary. For 30 years, BronxNet's resources and services have proven to be instrumental in building up the lives of our neighbors across the borough and the people we serve. In addition to your broadcasting work, BronxNet has also provided media education for thousands of Bronx residents and workforce development with experiential learning and hands-on internships for high school, middle school, and college students. BronxNet has been actively transforming the lives of Bronxites for entire generations, and after nearly 1 million hours of community-driven, informative programming, BronxNet continues to be a pillar of our borough. From your local Bronx City Council members, to all of you at BronxNet, we are honored to your commitment and your service with New York City Council proclamation. Thank you.
I bring the next individuals up to the stage. Please know that it does take a village to run BronxNet, and coming up to the stage, we're going to be welcoming our Director of Finance and Business Affairs, Phil Lane, and our Director of Development, Juanita Lara. Let's give it up for them, everybody.
Hello, my name is Philip Lane. I'm the Director of Finance and Business Affairs at BronxNet.
Hello, everyone. I am Juanita Lara. I am the Director of Development for here at BronxNet. And today, thank you, and today we are here to talk about something everybody likes, which is money.
It is true, Juanita and I love talking about money.
We don't always agree, but we like talking about it.
As everyone in the room already probably knows, the revenue landscape at BronxNet is changing. Over the pandemic, streaming started to pick up and cord cutting became a large part of the culture. For public access centers like BronxNet, cord cutting is not helpful to what we're trying to do.
That's right, Phil. And today, thank you all for joining us, but today we're here to ask for your help. If you'll notice this beautiful decoration on your tables, thank you to our marketing team, spearheaded by Natalia Perez. A round of applause for Natalia, please. Thank you. On your tables, you will have a QR code. Today, we are asking you to extend your generosity of joining us today and giving us an additional donation. We could really use your help. In addition to that, today we have a very special game that we're playing. It's a raffle. We're raffling off several items for you today. Vincent and Joseph are two of our BronxNet staff are going to be walking around selling tickets. Tickets are $5. There you go. Thank you for raising your hands, guys. They will be selling raffle tickets, and I just want to highlight a little bit of the prizes that we're raffling off today. Thanks to the Marriott Hotel, you have 2 complimentary nights here at the Marriott Hotel. Lehman College has offered tickets to 2 concerts, one of them being Drew Hill. So for all Drew Hill fans, we should definitely enter the raffle. Botanical Gardens is offering their holiday train show tickets. Yeah, thank you to the Botanical Gardens. And then thank you to Nona's Pasta and Cellar Wines. We have 2 huge baskets full of unique Italian goodies that you cannot find anywhere in New York City unless it's with these 2 agencies. And we have a very special surprise gift worth $1,500. So if you're interested, it's a surprise gift. Please purchase your tickets. Vincent and Joseph, raise your hands again, please. They will be selling tickets. So please, if you don't have cash, we take anything. Or if you scan the QR code, you can pay your tickets through there. Just show your phone and your receipt to the 2 gentlemen, and they will do it. Go ahead.
And finally, if there's also sponsorship and underwriting opportunities, there's many directors in the room today from BronxNet, so find us and we can talk about different ways to partner together.
Excellent. That's a great point. BronxNet prides itself in partnering with local small businesses, nonprofits, and organizations. Please find us. Our directors are sprinkled throughout the room. Talk to us, partner with us. We can work together. Thank you, and enjoy the rest of your lunch.
All right, so before I pass the baton to my co-host, I've just learned that we have somebody very important in the building. Not that you all are not. We're all important here. We all matter. But if we could have your attention, I'd like for us to acknowledge and bring to the stage the man who's always at the forefront, Congressman Adriano Espaillat.
Good afternoon, everybody. BronxNet, congratulations on your 30th birthday. You can vote now. And congratulations to the honorees. Where's Dr. Nunez? Is she here? Oh, there she is. Okay, congratulations. She saved my life during COVID. Yes. So we thank her. Give her a round of applause. And congratulate this important organization for the work that they do with young people, particularly the training that you do with the young people across the Bronx. Not just the programming, not just what you bring to everybody's home, but also what you bring to the community. Thank you for what you do. Continue to do it for another 100 years or more. And we look forward to working with you to make sure that you continue to engage with our communities, our neighborhoods across the Bronx. You're felt in Manhattan as well, a little bit, at least in Marble Hill. But we really love what you do and keep on doing it. God bless you and keep the faith. Thank you. No, she couldn't be here.
Hey, you know you can take a media education class. We have classes for all ages at BronxNet, professional development, any goals you have in terms of creating and doing something inspiring. And we got a great team member at BronxNet here, our Director of Education, Timothy Coleman. Please stand up and be recognized. He's got a great roster of classes coming up this semester. Please register at bronxnet.org/education.
Yeah. Stay right here, Mike. Mike, stay right here because we're going to bring up a young lady that doesn't, Well, she doesn't hit the stage too often, but she's here with us today to grace us with her presence. Give her a big round of applause, everybody. Welcome our Director of Community Affairs, Miss Audrey Duncan.
Thank you so much for joining us. I can't believe it's been 30 years, but it's been 30 great years. BronxNet has been able to serve you all these years largely because of community benefits agreements we have with cable companies. Based on the Cable Act of 1984 and negotiations overseen here by the City of New York, cable companies pay a portion of fees to BronxNet and other public access centers because the cable companies are using your rights of way. Now, with many customers migrating to streaming, we're working with community media access centers around New York State to encourage laws that will ask large streaming and satellite companies to support community access media and broadband, and municipalities as well. Our New York State elected leaders have been diligent in introducing and supporting the Community Media Reinvestment Act. They worked hard in 2023 and 2024, and we're looking forward to working again. That act would provide that support from streaming and satellite companies would provide for support from streaming and satellite companies for community access media centers to continue into the future.
And it would also be revenue for our municipalities like our beautiful Bronx in New York City and communities across New York State. It would be revenue for broadband infrastructure. And that's why we've got support from across the aisle, from upstate and for downstate for this bill, for this key pioneering legislation. And we thank our elected leaders like Assembly Member Michael Benedetto, the Chair of Education from the Bronx, who is the sponsor of our legislation, the Community Media Reinvestment Act. And every Bronx state elected leader is a sponsor or co-sponsor of this legislation. So can we give our state leaders, Assembly Member Michael Benedetto and the entire Bronx delegation on the Assembly and the Senate, a big round of applause? We thank you for being champions for communities across New York State. And we also salute our partners at Manhattan Neighborhood Network, who's here, and North Shore Community Television, who are here. Thank you for your support. And let's take a look at the video.
Lights, camera, action. Let's talk about something incredibly important for all of us, the Community Media Reinvestment Act. This bill, currently under consideration in the New York State Senate and in the New York State Assembly, is vital for the future of community media access centers like BronxNet. Why is it so important? Let me break it down for you. The Community Media Reinvestment Act will secure the future of public educational and governmental community public services across New York State. These community media networks like BronxNet are lifelines to local communities, providing access to essential resources such as local information, workforce training, news and analysis, studio facilities, access to technology, digital literacy, education, multimedia channels, and so much more. Let's join together and stand strong to advocate for the passage of the Community Media Reinvestment Act.
Hey, we have a big announcement to make. Audrey and I are working with our state leaders and with you in building broad momentum as our legislation is going to be introduced in the new session. And we have amendments to the bill that are happening that are going to be making it more efficacious for our great state. And we've got a rebranding for our bill. Don't tell anybody, keep it on the DL, but we're thinking about calling it Team NY, the Tech Equity Access Media Act. Team NY. What do you think? Anybody like that? All right. We are stronger together at BronxNet. We are stronger together when we stick together and we're achieving great things together. And I am so proud to work with this man and this beautiful MC, Bob Lee and Rena Ballantine.
Bronx Strong, he's our executive director. Give him another big round of applause, everybody. Michael Max Nobby, yeah. And a young lady that hits the stage often, More often now, Audrey Duncan, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to take a quick pause, but listen, we're going to give you time to digest your meal just a little bit, but eat it first. But before that, I'm going to call up Reverend Kristen Gramberg from the Riverdale Presbyterian Church. Reverend, you're going to bless the food.
Friends, let's take a moment. In this absolutely amazing event on 30 years, let us come together as a large group of people of all kinds of religious understanding. Let us pray. God of all universe, you have blessed us this day. You have blessed us with the work of BronxNet. You have blessed us with this amazing staff and with this gathering today. We ask that you bless the food that we have already eaten, that it may fill us, that we may continue to serve one another. We all pray, amen.
Amen.
We're going to acknowledge our former staff members, friends, and community partners who are no longer with us. If we could all kindly bring your attention to the screens and bring it down a few levels, maybe to level 2, possibly level 0, in honor of those who have transitioned. Let's look at the screens and remember those that we lost. Thank you. We send them love and light as we celebrate their lives and carry their memories with us forever. Bronx strong. All right. So as I gather myself, we're now ready to go into the most important part of today's event, the presentation of awards to our wonderful honorees. And our first honoree will once again be presented by our BronxNet chairman, Edwin Mejia Jr. Please welcome him back to the stage.
Our next honoree is someone that has spent her entire career in service to the Bronx, from her early years as an intern to Assembly member Aurelia Green, attending meetings with local constituents and community groups, then becoming an elected Assembly member, and then holding a seat in the New York City Council, fighting for the best interests of the people, championing legislation that benefits Bronx residents and beyond. Please turn your attention to the screen for a special presentation of the Public Service Award.
Of course, I know the history of BronxNet. They have always been a friend and an incredible messenger when it comes to sharing information across the borough. So when I became borough president, we wanted to make sure we solidified that as borough president and really created a better relationship when it came to communication, sharing our information on events. And it has been wonderful. BronxNet follows us all over the borough. BronxNet was an idea, and it started out in our borough with the idea of providing an outlet for the borough through the lens of media. Fast forward over these 30 years, you can only imagine the stories that have been captured, the conversations that have been had. I am excited about this journey. I'm so thankful that we can celebrate 30 years, and I really recognize all of the reporters and interns and anchors and executive directors and producers that have really come on this journey with BronxNet over 30 years. It's an honor to be recognized for doing the work that I have been called to do. To me, this is a chance to really shed light on where we were 30 years ago to where we are today, and also an opportunity to look to the next 30 years of BronxNet. So I am honored. I say congratulations. I share this recognition with my fellow Bronxites as a testament of how far we have come and how far we still have to go.
Please give a round of applause for our Bronx Borough President.
Good afternoon, my fellow Bronxites. Make some noise. The 30th anniversary of BronxNet. We are here with big Bronx energy. So I hope that everyone is truly having a wonderful celebration this afternoon. Let me say buenos tardes a todos, bienvenidos. Welcome to each and every one of you. What an honor and what a privilege to be here this afternoon for this incredible celebration of 30 years of BronxNet. I am proud to stand before all of you as the 14th Bronx Borough President, recognizing every day that I am my ancestors' wildest dreams. I am a product of a hard-working woman that raised myself and my younger brother with the idea that her children could have a better life than her. My mom transitioned 3 months ago, and I am still mourning her loss. And every time I have the opportunity to accept an award, I do it in honor of my mom, Phyllis Gibson. I do it in honor of my political mom, the late, great Aurelia Green. These two women poured everything into the woman you see before you today. They loved me, they encouraged me, they motivated me, they empowered me to be my very best, to be authentic and who God has made me to be unapologetic about what God has called me to do. Representing 1.4 million residents in the Boogie Down Bronx, the birthplace of hip hop, the home of salsa, the greenest borough, a global destination for tourism and job development and economic growth. We are the Bronx and the home of the New York Yankees. Sorry, had to put that plug in. But let me first say thank you to the PS 83 Bulldogs, amazing young people from one of our incredible schools here in District 11. I love our young people and all of their promise and their potential. Let me say thank you to our host this afternoon, our very own BronxNet host, Dr. Bob Lee and Rena Valentin. Let me celebrate our executive director, Michael Maxnabi, for the incredible work that Michael has done over these 20+ years. Our original executive director, Jim Carney, is here. Thank you, Jim, for all of your work. I want to celebrate our distinguished board members led by our very own chairman, Edwin Mejia. Thank you, Edwin, for all of your great work, for your leadership, for always looking at innovative ways to spread the Bronx love throughout this entire borough. I want to acknowledge and thank all of our board members. Let me acknowledge John Kalazzi, Madaha Kinsey Lamb, and Mind Builders, Creative Arts Center, all the great work that Mind Builders does. Nick Lugo and the Hispanic Chamber of Commerce, Ken Maguire, Myrna Rivera, and our newest member, Steven Rivera. Congratulations to all of our board members and to our board chair, Edwin Mejia. We say gracias. Thank you for your big Bronx energy. Thank you for always looking at what the Bronx needs. 30 years ago, I recognized my borough president predecessors. We call ourselves by numbers. Number 11, Fernando Ferreira. Number 12, Adolfo Carrion Jr. Number 13, Ruben Diaz Jr. And yours truly, Vanessa L. Gibson. I say thank you to everyone for your incredible leadership. To all the elected officials that have been acknowledged, from the state senators, the state assembly members, members of Congress, council members, all of our elected officials, we say thank you. I also want to take this moment to acknowledge the planning committee who put so much work and labor into this afternoon's luncheon. I want to celebrate my fellow honorees who I'm so proud to know and commend them for the phenomenal work that they are doing. Mi amiga, mi hermano, Dr. Denise Nunez, for all the great work that she does. Thank you, Dr. Nunez. I want to recognize Aaron Kaufman. Thank you so much and congratulations. Our Health Champion Award and our Innovative Builder Award. We are so excited to be here because we know 30 years ago, the Bronx was in a different place. 30 years ago, there was a vision to create public access television, multimedia centers, so there could be an outlet and a voice for our people, for the borough of the Bronx, for our families, a way that we can connect, we can engage, we can inform, we can empower. If you look at the history of 30 years of BronxNet, they have been everywhere. Our State of the Borough, our Bronx Week, our Bronx Ball, our Tour de Bronx, all of the events, candidate forums, they have been at press conferences, rallies, demonstrations, everything. BronxNet is always there. And as we celebrate 30 years, it's important for us to recognize that we have to move forward to ensure that BronxNet sustains itself for the next 30 years, right? So whether it is BronxNet services through Open, Bronx Education 2.0, I want to recognize Principal Luis Torres. Whether it's Bronx Talk and Bronx Buzz, shout out to Gary Axelbank, who's been doing phenomenal work. I think I've been on his show about 25 times, and he has a list. To all of the work we've done, Emerging Media Makers, Meetings of the Minds, Mission Bronx, Modern Odyssey, Public Health America, Today's Verdict, the Bronx Social Justice and Anti-Violence Forums that we've held in the district, Bronx Currents, Bronx Live, BronxNet Today, all of the incredible people that have been a part of building BronxNet, starting as interns and growing to reporters and producers and writers. You are cultivating the next generation of leaders. You are cultivating career pathways, and for that, we are so grateful. I am also proud to recognize the economic development arm of our office, and it is BXEDC, led by our president, Rob Walsh, and BICNY, Business Initiative Corporation of New York, led by President Raphael Roger, and Bronx Tourism Council, because we know that we have to do more around education. We have to do more around health equity and social justice and workers' rights and reproductive health and strengthening our communities and making sure that all residents feel connected. That is our work. And so as I accept this honor, this Public Service Award, it is in recognition of the pathway of those who led the way before many of us. Those who set footprints in history for us to follow. Those who have blazed the trail at a time when it wasn't popular, when people forgot about the Bronx. They left the Bronx behind. But now, ladies and gentlemen, 30 years later, the Bronx is leading in greatness, in progress. We are leading in development. We have to make sure that we are focused on this work because we are all better together. When I look at the work that we do at EDC, Bronx Week, we are the only borough that recognizes a week. And because we are the Bronx, it's not just a week, it's almost 13 days, almost 2 weeks, because we are just unique like that. And we have the Bronx Walk of Fame. We have now added so many incredible pioneers into the Bronx Walk of Fame. We have digitized it and made it electronic. We have transformed our office in a real creative way. And so when you look at legislation like the Community Media Reinvestment Act, and I want to recognize Assemblyman Michael Benedetto and Speaker Carl Hastie and Senator Robert Jackson and so many others that are leading this effort, we must pass the Community Media Reinvestment Act. We have to make sure that we solidify the legislation that aligns with our vision. And we need all of you to help support that work. And so in recognition of 30 years, in celebration of progress, of empowerment, of enrichment, of encouragement, of uplifting lives, on behalf of the great borough of the Bronx, I accept this public service award and say thank you, BronxNet. Thank you for staying the course. Thank you for never giving up. Thank you for pouring into our community in the way that you have done. We look forward to more work, more achievements, more accomplishments, more initiatives, more partnerships. Because guess what, ladies and gentlemen? When we work together, when we walk together, when we align together, we are unstoppable. Big Bronx energy. Congratulations, BronxNet. Happy 30 years, and may God continue to bless you, and congratulations to my fellow honorees. Oh, independent access producers, where you at? You here in the house? Independent access producers. Thank you, everyone, and congratulations, BronxNet.
This honoree is a leader in sustainable housing development. He has led transformational, affordable housing and mixed-use new construction developments that include a brand new state-of-the-art YMCA and our very own BronxNet Media and Technology Studio space here at La Centrale in the South Bronx. Please direct your attention to the screen as we take a look at our second honoree and the winner of the Innovative Builder Award.
I first heard of BronxNet early in 2013. We were considering responding to a request for proposals from the city to redevelop the land that La Centrale now sits on. Before BronxNet was here, this has been undeveloped land for, at the time, 50 years. To turn that rubble into over 1,000 units of affordable housing, BronxNet Studios, the YMCA. That is, I think, the best part about what we do. So the idea of giving someone else the opportunity for a permanent home really resounded with me. The idea of giving someone a key and saying, this is yours now, this is your home, you get to build your life, to me is one of the greatest gifts you can give someone else. Walking through the studios now and seeing what has become reality with virtual reality and the puppeteers and the cartoons, all the technology that is being used, expanding on journalism, expanding on technical education in the broadcast field. It's incredible. I'm honored that I am getting the Innovative Builder Award. I did not do it by myself, but I was on a great team that worked wonders and came together over many years and even the pandemic to bring this to reality.
Round of applause for Aaron Kaufman of Milestone, our innovative builder.
Oh my goodness, I was so caught up by the video. I was like, that was awesome. Oh, I should stand up now. Yeah. Anyway, thank you so much. It is such a pleasure to be here. I could not have got a worse card dealt to me to have to follow our Bronx Borough president. You're incredible. But it's that energy that has been inspiring us for years. And I also want to congratulate Dr. Nunez, our fellow honoree, for all your great work. I want to give a quick shout out to our borough president, Vanessa Gibson, for her incredible support of affordable housing throughout the borough. You are a real champion. I mean it. You back it up, and thank you. You walk the walk, you talk the talk, and you really make it a wonderful place to help us bring new housing and preserve affordability throughout the borough. And to the board, the staff, and the super fans of BronxNet, I just want to wish you a happy 30th anniversary. My wife and I just celebrated our 9th, so we are 21 years behind you. Thank you. She's right over there, actually. And it actually made me think of all the things that are going on in the world that the borough president just mentioned, besides the World Series. I just turned 48 last weekend. Thank you. Yeah, totally. Thank you very much. And what I realized, it is also great to be born during the World Series, is that it was 30 years ago that I got the right to vote. And I obviously am excited to celebrate that by voting, so I encourage everybody to register to vote and vote in the next 6 days, I think, that we have. So a lot on the ballot. Flip your ballot, also flip your ballot. But this award is truly an honor. Back in 2013, when BronxNet was just a rebellious teenager at Lehman College, I remember dreaming of expanding into a second studio with Michael Max Nobby. Michael Max was his usual subdued, quiet self, of course. And so it took a lot for me to get out what he was looking for, but after 3 hours, we finally got there. And to see it today is just so heartwarming. I want to acknowledge that the first seeds of BronxNet coming to the South Bronx were planted by the Honorable Bronx Borough President Freddie Ferrer, who we all owe a big word of thanks. Yes, of course. And that dream was just an essential part of the La Centrale vision for the site once known as the Bronx-Chester Urban Renewal Area, which is a 4.5-acre swath of land that had been mostly vacant since around 1972. And while I'm humbled to be standing here to receive the Innovative Builder Award, I'm merely one member of an amazing team of dedicated for-profit and not-for-profit developers. 6 companies in all formed a team of rivals to shape what became one of the highest-scoring proposals for city-owned land in recent memory. Folks, it does take a village to bring these buildings to life. At its peak, we had over 500 people working on the site at the same time, even through COVID, and we left no square foot unturned. And my La Centrale partners were here, and I was there to honor them, but it really does take a village, and I will recognize them separately. Today, not only is the same spot now home to the BronxNet Media Technology Studios, but also a brand new YMCA with not one but 2 pools, 650 new affordable homes for New Yorkers with 400 more coming, and solar panels, rooftop gardening plots for the residents, and 2 acres of open space right next to the hub in the South Bronx. The tallest building, yes, thank you, the tallest building, which will hopefully break ground this March, will be home to the Bronx's first telescope that'll be run for New York City public schools and managed by the Bronx High School of Science to expand physical science education throughout our city. So please, if you haven't been to 441 Westchester Ave, do yourself a favor and see how Michael Max's dreams became a reality. With the Eyes on the Bronx studio and the state-of-the-art technology educating future broadcast journalists, technicians, and graphic artists, editors, it's worth a trip. It really just will blow your mind that we have this special amenity here in the Bronx. I want to thank you once again for this opportunity to acknowledge the team's blood, sweat, and tears that breathed life into the second BronxNet. We are so proud to be your partner and look forward to supporting your mission. Yes, thank you, Michael. I'm wrapping up. I also want to thank you for allowing me to stand here with my mom in the crowd. She's over there. Thank you, Mom. She's in town from Los Angeles, and I felt it was okay to say that after last night's win, so I just wanted to get that out there. I know where we are. I get it. I got it. It was a great win, all around, great team win last night. And I want to thank my wife and my biggest cheerleader, Heather, for supporting me every day through the entire 13-year experience of Los Central. So cheers to you, BronxNet, to 30 more years and 30 years even after that. Congratulations. Thanks again.
Once again, congratulations, Mr. Kaufman. You just received this Innovator Builders Award, and we appreciate the work that you are doing to provide affordable and sustainable housing in our communities. You're helping others get what they need out of life, and that is a beautiful thing. Accessibility is a beautiful thing. All right, we're going to welcome back to the stage our chairman, who will be presenting the last award for this afternoon. Please welcome back Chairman Edwin Mejia, Jr.
Okay, you're almost there. So our next honoree is a board-certified general pediatrician and critical care physician. She is a Montefiore Children's Hospital physician, assistant professor. She has worked with BronxNet to create the Loft Leaders of the Future, a youth-driven and youth-focused show produced and hosted by the students in her Niño de Caridad Foundation. Please turn your attention to the screen and let's take a look.
Niño Caridad is a nonprofit that was born out of, I guess, what I lived in the ICU and in our clinics. I'm a pediatrician, and I have different clinics, and we see a lot of patients, as teenagers and youth, and with a lot of issues, especially in the realm of mental health and education. There was so much misinformation or not enough information given to the community, to our community, and how to protect themselves, vaccines and all that, and what was really going on with COVID. I was requested, there was a lot of interviews, and BronxNet was one of them that asked me for an interview about COVID and about the sites. And the way that the interviewer handled it, the way that Mr. Michael Max approached me with that, the compassion, professionalism, I was just impressed, and I was so impressed. I don't think I deserve it. I am honored and humbly honored to receive this award. I think the award definitely has to be for BronxNet. They're the ones that should receive an award. The team at BronxNet, Michael Maddox, Mr. Walter, the entire team at BronxNet should be receiving this award. You're the ones making the difference. You're the ones helping us, these youngsters, and not only youngsters, the families, right? The generations to come. So I'm so honored and happy and thrilled for this honor, but in reality, it should not be mine. It should be yours.
Good afternoon, everybody. Well, thank you so much for this recognition. I can't remember when we met exactly, but I want to just question. Anybody has teenagers here by any chance? Anybody has teenagers here? Kids? You do, right? True story. 12-year-old girl came to me after 3 years of trying to help her stop using drugs. We don't have kids anymore here, right? So we can talk about this. And 3 years after having her in one of our Saturday programs where we used to see teenagers just to mentor them, she told me that one of the reasons that she could not stop using drugs was because her mother was the one that was giving it to her. Second story, 15-year-old boy came from Dominican Republic with a scholarship for baseball. And 6 months after that, mom came to me and said, there's something not right with him. I said, bring him to me. She didn't. 3 months after that, I lost him to drugs. So that's in my pediatric life. Third story, and that's it. Sorry. In my critical care life, 17-year-old boy tried to commit suicide not some time ago. Wasn't successful. We intubated him, and after that, he had not one, but two cardiac arrests. So I'm a critical care physician. That's really what I am. I'm a critical care physician. So we did CPR twice for 30 minutes, brought him back. Can you imagine which was the word that he said right after I extubated him? What were the first words that came out of his mouth after I took the tube out to speak to him and see what happened? What do you guys think it was? Good choice. Good choice. I'm alive. Good choice. Thank you. People are saying, no. The first word he said was, why? And I said, what do you mean, why? Why did you save me? So those are the reasons that we opened Niño La Caridad Foundation. I know there's tons of foundations everywhere, but I live the data. There's a ton of data out there, right? A lot of research. I live the data every single day. So I decided to create this nonprofit, Niño La Caridad. And along the way, we found a lot of issues, a lot of turmoil with all these kids. And I met Mr. Michael Max, and he said, why don't we do a show? And I was like, absolutely, for the kids. And sadness turned into excitement. Anxiety in the kids turned into inspiration. Not they only learned how to speak in public, they learned how to produce, how to write, how to create programs. And our program changed. Last year, 2 kids, NYU, 100% scholarship. For pre-med, by the way. I don't know if Fordham is here. 1 student, Fordham University, full scholarship, and all Latinos. So I want to honor you guys for the work that you have done for our kids in our foundation. And not only that, now we have also a school. We were able to we just started a school a month ago, and we're serving over 1,000 kids. It's the same Niño La Caridad. We serve over 1,000 kids, and we're working together to create more programs. So I thank you for this recognition, but you do not know what you're doing with our kids. You don't know the changes you're creating in the lives of our Bronx students. So I choose to honor you, Mr. Michael Max, Mr. Mejia, and BronxNet for everything that you're doing. These are real life stories. So you are really changing. And when you change one life, you change the entire generation after that. So thank you so much for everything.
Dr. Denise Nunez, and a round of applause for you for being here, for your support. Thank you for sticking with us as we celebrate 30 years, because we are stronger together. A round of applause for our hosts, Rena Valentin and Bob Lee. DJ Nikki Jax. Acute Inflections. The amazing BronxNet team that put this together. Our staff is tremendous. I am so proud to work with you and our distinguished board of directors. Can we have Edwin Mejia, Madaha Kinsey Lamb, Kenneth McGuire, Nick Lugo. Please join us with our newest board member, Steven Rivera, here on the podium for a group picture. And let's hear a little bit of music to warm us up a little bit. Yeah. BronxNet.org for the legislative awareness on Team NY and for classes and opportunities for students. We've built studios for you across the Bronx, and we are stronger together, Team New York. Keep Bronx strong. Para siempre.